Why you should keep women that you date at a distance. Why you should keep all women that you date at arm's length. And let me explain what I mean by that. When you first start dating a woman, the best that she is going to treat you is the first 2 weeks to 2 months that you start dating. Okay, we generally call that the honeymoon phase. That is the best that that girl is ever going to treat you throughout your entire relationship together. Those first 2 weeks to 2 months. Okay, again, we called it the honeymoon phase. And the deeper that you go into a relationship with her, okay, say you get into an LTR with her, we call that long-term relationship. The deeper you go into a relationship with her, the worse she's going to treat you. Okay, and that's just the truth. Okay, I am laying it out. I am telling you the God honest truth. The longer you go in a relationship with her, the worse she's going to treat you. She will never be able to treat you as good as she did in the very beginning while you're courting her. Again, those first 2 weeks to 2 months. That is the time where she is going to be doing all sorts of favors for you, cooking for you, cleaning for you, maybe even doing your laundry, taking you out to eat, buying you gifts, making sure that she stays fit and attractive, and she's not going to be eating like pizza or nachos in the middle of the night. She's not going to be doing anything destructive to herself. She's going to keep her hair nice and pretty for you. She's going to continue smelling good. She's going to continue smelling like roses. And during those first 2 weeks to 2 months, that is the time where you will notice that she treats you the best. Okay, and this is why, for me personally, I have not, let me put it this way, I've shied away from being in a long-term relationship for many, many years. I have not had an LTR in probably, I want to say, about 10 years. Okay, so at least 10 years. That was the last long-term relationship that I had. Now, there were the girls that I dated casually. Okay, there's some girls that I can think of off the top of my head that I date casually, that I've known for years, and I've dated casually for years, that want a relationship with me. But again, I keep them at arm's length. Why? To continue getting their best. Because if you want the absolute best that a woman has to give you, you have to keep her at a distance. You have to keep her at arm's length. Because the second that she knows that she has you, and you ain't going nowhere, guess what? There's no incentive for her to treat you any better than she already is. And if you think, like most of the blue pill guys out there, that the longer you're with her, the better she's going to treat you, you're absolutely wrong. The longer you're with her, the worse she is going to treat you. Okay? The less she's going to be doing all those nasty sexual things that you love in bed. The less she is going to be taking care of herself. The less she's going to be going to the gym. The less she's going to be doing you favors, cooking, cleaning for you, buying you gifts, taking you out. The less she's gonna care, because she knows that you're not going anywhere, right? If you're like most guys, unfortunately, they never learn this stuff, so they don't have game, they don't have any skill. She doesn't have to worry about them going out there, day game or night game, picking up women. She doesn't have to worry about him. Okay? And for me personally, I have the skill. I've been doing pickup pretty much all my adult life. So I mean, if I see an attractive woman walk by me, I have the skill to pick that girl up and have that girl out on a date with me. If not that very same day, then definitely within the next day or two, that girl will be out with me. We'll be grabbing drinks. We'll be getting to know each other. Because I have the power to do that, it's almost like girls can sense that off you. They can sense this inner strength about you, knowing that you are not going to put up with her shit. Okay, knowing that you can walk. And as I always teach my students, the number one most powerful skill that you could have with any attractive woman is having that power to walk away. Most guys cannot walk away. Most guys will stay and let the girl just, mentally abuse them, torture them, and poison drip them throughout the relationship. So you have to understand, the best that a girl is going to treat you is in the very beginning of the relationship. And if you want her to keep treating you that way, you have to make sure that you keep her at a distance. Okay, you date her from a distance. You keep her at arm's length. A lot of you guys, you don't learn pickup, you don't learn game, then you meet this girl randomly through your social circle and you fall in love with her, and next thing you know, you jump in a relationship with her, and here she is like a year later. She's 30 pounds heavier, she's chopped off all her long hair, she's not doing her makeup anymore, she's belching in front of you, she's farting in front of you, and you're just kind of disgusted by her, but yet you don't want to let go of her because you don't know if you can replace her. Girls know that. Girls can feel that off you, that, wow, this guy, you know what, he doesn't have the skill to replace me, so he's stuck with me. I mean, I've always said to my students that the easiest girls, the absolute easiest girls to pick up out there are girls who are already in relationships, especially girls who are beyond the honeymoon phase, that 2 week to 2 month honeymoon period where, you know, she just met the guy and she's still in love with him and they haven't really settled into the relationship yet. They're kind of still in, you know, fantasy world that, you know, that they're this like power couple and that this guy's perfect, and it's not until after that honeymoon phase is over does reality hit and she begins to see his deficiencies. She begins to see quirks in him that turn her off. She begins to see things in him that are low value that she did not see before. She starts to see cracks, you know, and holes in his game. And that is when things start to go downhill and she starts exploring her options. Okay, it doesn't mean she's going to actively go out 24/7, you know, looking to replace you. It just means that she's keeping her options open. So if she meets a guy at work, if she meets a guy while she's shopping, if some pickup artist walks up to her with better game than you have, don't count on her staying in that relationship with you. Okay, so you know, and I'm not trying to scare you off of being in a long-term relationship with a girl, not trying to scare you off, because as much as I'm, you know, trying to dissuade you from doing that, there are a lot of benefits having a long-term relationship. You get to have sex with the same girl. You don't really have to worry about constantly going out there like, you know, myself or my students do, and constantly picking up new girls, even though it's a lot of fun. We like to do it, right? We like that variety. You don't really have to worry about that so much. And you can just kind of, you know, be at peace knowing that you've got a cool girlfriend that, you know, you could do things with almost like a best friend, right? The thing about it though is if you slip, you know, you don't really keep up that same alpha behavior that you had when you met her, she's not going to stick around. Okay, I mean, the thing about a long-term relationship or being in any type of relationship with a girl beyond the honeymoon phase is it's a lot of work. Okay, do not kid yourself. It's going to take work to keep this girl satisfied, to keep her from cheating on you or leaving you for somebody else. It's going to take some work. Okay, and it does take game and it does take skill, which many guys just don't have, unfortunately, especially these days, because there are so many guys out there who've never bothered to learn this stuff, and they were raised on that blue pill narrative, you know, that all that Disney bullshit about, oh, you know, women are these innocent little creatures, and you're gonna find your perfect unicorn of a girlfriend, and you're gonna make her your wife, and she's going to be loyal to you, and she's gonna help raise your kids. I'm not trying to say that, you know, a long-term relationship is impossible. It is possible, but you have to understand that you cannot just get into a long-term relationship with a girl and then become complacent and get lazy and just, you know, kick back thinking, oh, I got this girl, I don't need to do anything now, you know, back to Taco Bell, you know, I don't need to go to the gym anymore. I mean, you still have to do all those things, especially if the girl's badass, if she's bomb, if she gets attention from other guys. You got to keep going out there and keep punching. So you cannot allow yourself to sit back and get comfortable. The best you're ever going to get out of your girlfriend is going to be in the very beginning stages of your relationship. That the first 2 weeks to 2 months. That is the absolute best she's going to treat you. And, you know, if you want to go beyond that and you want to have like an actual long-term relationship with her, if you see a future with her, and, you know, you potentially might even want to marry her one day, I don't know why you would want to do that in today's environment where, you know, you're just, I mean, once you get married, you're inviting the state into your life. You're inviting the state to drop this contract between you and your wife into your life. And a lot of these girls too, the woman you divorce is not the same woman you married. Okay, so really think about that. The woman you divorce is not the same woman you married, meaning that this chick can turn into the nastiest, coldest, meanest, most vindictive bitch that you'll ever wish that you never met. So understand that too. I mean, there's a lot of risk with getting married these days. But if you guys, if you guys want to go that route, I'm not going to stop you. I'm just going to tell you that, you know what, before you go that route, whether you get into a long-term relationship or especially marriage with a girl, you need to learn game. You need to learn skill. You need to learn how to handle yourself in a relationship. You need to learn how to handle yourself as a man, and put her in her place when you need to, not put up with her crap. Always be willing to walk away. Like I say, the number one superpower that you have against any attractive woman out there is the power to walk away. Okay, nothing will set them straight faster than her knowing that you have the power to walk away and the power to replace her if need be. Okay, and this is why, for girls that I date personally, I keep them at arm's length. I keep them at a distance. Why? Because I continue getting their best from them. They continue to treat me better than they do any other guy that they date, any other guys that they've been in a relationship with. So that's all I really want to say for tonight's coaching video. Just drop a little red pill knowledge on you guys that the best that a woman is ever going to treat you, whether it's your girlfriend or wife, is in those beginning stages, the first 2 weeks to 2 months, okay, in that honeymoon phase. After that, 99% of the time, it's all downhill. Depending on how much game you have, how much skill you have, how boss you are, or how alpha you are, how much inner strength you have as a man, you can dramatically decrease the amount of decline in your relationship, but it's still going to take work. Personally, for me, I choose to just date girls and keep them at arm's length. And I tell them too, I do not hide things from them. I tell them, hey, I'm not looking for a relationship. I'm not looking for a girlfriend. I put those things out. I don't try to deceive the girl or manipulate her or mislead her, in order to get sex. I don't do that. I'm very upfront with every girl I date. I tell them, hey, not looking for a girlfriend. Let's not have those type of conversations. I just want to have fun. I want to enjoy your company. I want to get to know who you are. I want to share stories with each other, maybe even take a few trips together and, spend time together, spend quality time together. But I'm not really looking for a girlfriend at this point. I make it very clear to them. I always tell them too, at some point in the future, will I change my mind? It's a possibility, depending on how our relationship goes. So it's almost like I'm putting all these girls through a very lengthy probationary period, which you should do too, because this not only allows you to date them from a distance, but more importantly, it keeps them on their toes. It prevents them from not giving you their best that they have to offer a man. So until next time, this is M from the 33 Secrets. Don't forget to subscribe, smash that like button, and if you have not yet joined my monthly coaching program, 7 Months of Mastery, you can click that link below in my description box as well, and that'll take you over to my website where you can get signed up right now. It takes 2 seconds, and the first month is only $1. So until next time, gentlemen, I will see you then.